In today's video, I'll be showing you 3 tips I found useful when turning my print book into an ebook. I will show you how to reformat your manuscript, create uniform text and indentions, create your table of contents. Be sure to leave a blank page for your table of contents. If you like this video or have any questions, be sure to like, subscribe, and share to anyone that may find it helpful. Also, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to help you. So, let's start with reformatting the manuscript. We are pretending that this is the print version of my manuscript. As you can see, there are headers, page numbers, a font that isn't compatible with Kindle or most e-readers. So the first thing we're going to do is prepare this manuscript. As you can see, prepare it for an e-reader. And the first step is to remove all headers and footers. So to do that, you'll click or double click on your footer, hit delete, okay, the footers are gone. All right, next we're going to remove our headers. So we'll go to our headers, start just looking throughout the manuscript, making sure that we didn't miss any. All right, cool. And after we do that, we're going to remove our section breaks and replace them with page breaks. As you can see, my show and hide is already clicked, but you're going to click the show and hide button in order to see your section breaks. If you're not using section breaks, no worries. I typically use section breaks because I like it when I'm doing my headers for my manuscripts. So what we're going to do first is find the parallel dotted lines, right? And we're going to remove them. As you can see, it brought 2 up, so we put a space there. But where this space is, we're going to replace it with a page break. And how you do that is you go to Layout, Breaks, Page. Have a page break. If you see that it indents, just delete, backspace, whatever you have to do. So let's do that again. We have the double parallel lines, which it says section break next page. We'll press delete. It brings up the line from the previous page or the next page. And what you're going to do is hit page break, and it separates the 2 pages. Now you may have to reformat it a little bit, which it shouldn't take you that long to do. So you just center it again, and we're just going to do this throughout. Since this is a very short book or a short manuscript, it's not going to take me that long. Usually if you have like 100 pages, it really doesn't take that long if you have it laid out pretty cleanly. So meaning that you have enough space in between your section breaks and your next chapter or next page. It shouldn't take that much time to do. So let's go back to make sure that we removed all of our section breaks. There's another one right there. And you want to make sure that we kept that blank page for our table of contents. That will be used for our table of contents. And let's 2 more. Okay. Page break. All right. So this is the last one. Boom. All right. So now we have all of our page breaks. And we have all of our page breaks, and we've removed our headers and footers. Remember, KDP and e-readers don't use page numbers or headers. They don't format well. Even if you upload it to KDP for Kindle, it'll end up removing itself. I've seen in the past. Also, I don't have images in this template, but if you are going to use images, make sure that the image itself is up at least 300 dpi, and it's saved as a JPEG. Also, you may want to center the image and the line that it's on. So if you see the paragraph line is centered and you add the picture in there, make sure it's within that centered line. If you have questions, leave a comment, or if you want to see a video about that, just leave a comment and we can make that happen for you. All right. Okay, on to creating uniform text. So in order for us to create uniform text, we're going to use the styles formatting option up at the top. The three styles that we're going to focus on are normal, heading, and title. As you may guess, normal is for the body, heading is for the chapter titles or subtitles, as I'm going to display today, and then title is for the book title. In order to modify each one, you'll click it, right click it, you can name it. I like to leave mine the same. But for this, we're going to change the font. KDP and most e-readers they have specific fonts that they use. So this style of font that I'm currently using isn't compatible with e-readers or Kindle. So I'm going to change it to something that it's more compatible, which is Bookman Old Style. Or you can use Times New Roman. Yeah, I think those are the main two that I would typically use. But anyway, you can also change the font type. You can also change the font size. So right now I'm using a size 14. I'm going to continue using the size 14. I can change the font color. As you know, e-readers are black and white. So unless it's like a children's book or a graphic novel, then it can be in color. But most e-readers read in black and white. So we are going to use black. I don't see the reason to do anything else. So there you go. We fixed our normal, which will be for our body, right? And so now let's fix our heading, which is for our chapter titles. We can modify, do the same thing. Let's change it to black. Bookman Old Style. My titles are, I think, like an 18 or a 20. So we're just going to keep it at a 20. Press OK. Now, you don't have to do this all at one time. You can do it section by section. Usually I do mine section by section, but right now, since I'm already here, I'm just going to go ahead and modify all three options. Title, we're going to change it to Old Style. I believe let's keep it at 28. We want our title to be centered, and we're going to press OK. So let me go back to heading because I don't think I centered it. Yeah, let's center it. Okay, cool. So now go back to your title page and let's start modifying our title. Highlight. Okay, so first we're going to start by changing our title. So what you want to do is highlight your title and click your title style. Boom. All right. Next, we're going to do our chapters. So we're using heading 1, remember? So go to heading 1. And like I said, I typically like to do it section by section. That way I'm not, that way I don't forget anything. Also for this one, I'm going to do the heading for the chapter title and also I guess it would be a subtitle, but not really, but I'm going to do these two under heading 1. Same here. Boom. All right, so all of our chapter titles, let's change this so I can show it how I want it. Okay, wanted to make sure that it was in title format. Anyway, so now let's change the body of our work. Remember that the body of the work is the normal. So starting at the introduction. Boom. Click, click, click. Highlight, highlight. All right. Normal. Okay. So I'm already seeing that there is an error. As you remember, let's undo it. We had indentions, right? Okay. So let's redo. And our number formatting went away. So what we're going to do is right click, modify again. We're going to go to format. We're going to go to paragraph. And we're going to go to indentation and spacing, and special. We want to do first line, and we want to put it at 2 inches. Okay. Now, for this numbering scenario, we'll just add this back. Boom. Oh, no way. There you go. Just add that back. And then as you can see, because the font has changed, it has knocked my last sentence to another page. So I'm just going to remove this page break. And there you have it. So everything's on one page. We have our header, our chapter. We have our body, and then we have the indentions that were there before. Okay. And we still have our blank page for our table of contents. So let's go ahead and change the body here. And as you can tell, it broke it up again, but that's fine. We'll fix it. Let's remove that and remove. Okay, that looks good. Okay. So remove these big paragraphs. I like to keep my showing hide on so that I can see where my lines are going and all that good stuff. So again, you don't have to, just do what feels comfortable to you. But this is what I choose to do. All right, so now that we got that out the way, we will go ahead and create our table of contents. Now to create our table of contents. So we're going to go to our blank page. We're going to click on References, Table of Contents, and Custom Table of Contents. So since we didn't use heading 2 or 3, we only used heading 1, I am going to change the show levels to 1. And I don't have any page numbers, so I'm going to erase the page numbers. And then we're going to press OK. So there you have it. Now, if you want to make this a little bit fancier and you want this to be centered or anything like that, you can go ahead and center it. Boom. Boom. You can do that. But yeah. So now our manuscript is ready to be uploaded into KDP. If you have any questions or like for me to touch base on another area as far as ebook formatting is concerned, please leave a comment below. But other than that, this is ebook formatting, my 3 tips to creating an ebook using Microsoft Word. See you next time. Bye.